next? Who next? Who next? Who next?
We're going to move on here.
Who next?
With Vasyl Lomachenko.
Who next?
He's already did his thing, man. The Rigondeaux win, that's already history now. So
who next?
It's time to see him in there with some bigger names. Recently, he went on social media and made a statement to Floyd, because you know Floyd had his recent comments about the Rigondeaux and Lomachenko fight. He's made his statements that he felt that it was too small, too small for him, even especially when they was in the ring. And recently, Lomachenko, he went and responded with, "It would have been an honor to fight you in your prime, but I'm not talking about you." And then he retweeted, "Please stop hiding your fighter." He was referring to, Gervonta Tank Davis. So as far as who's next for Lomachenko, Tank, he's one of the fighters I'd like to see at some point. But right now, I think his number one and number two, first number one would be Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, like I told you in the last episode, when you're seeking pound for pound greatness, you got to go up the mountain. And Mikey Garcia is a fighter that's up that mountain. You got to move up in weight. You've already showed in the lower weights that you can dominate. You dominated the smaller fighters to a certain extent. And I just feel like if you want a challenge, because like they always say, the good little man loses to the good big man. So why not step in there and take those chances against a guy like Mikey Garcia? If your skills are really high tech, that's the guy you should really be campaigning for, because moving up to either 135 or 140 with Suda, the guy's ripped. The guy definitely has muscle and physical strength. So why not go ahead and test the waters against a Mikey Garcia at your age? Because Mikey, he shows interest.
Right.
I'm sure if the money's right, he'll definitely move down to 135 to take him on. What you think?
I think it's an awesome fight. I think it's a fight that will be very interesting. Like I was telling somebody earlier today, with the basic fundamental style that Mikey Garcia has versus Lomachenko, all that movement, I think it's going to be interesting seeing how those styles clash, because we all know styles make fights. You can't just say a guy is this, that, and the other, because somebody always has their number eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would love to see it, but like you said, I mean, he needs to be in the ring with like you say, 2 out of 3 of those names this year. And I mean, just bottom line, if he's good as he say, it's not like we're saying these guys are great. We're saying these guys are the guys that you need to be mixing it up with.
To be great.
To be great. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all need to all mix it up.
Exactly.
Because Mikey's a guy, like I've told you before, nothing really stands out to me, but he's kind of well-rounded, where I feel that well-rounded style, basic skill would give Lomachenko trouble. And it would really stand to see if Lomachenko has the ability to deal with adversity with somebody like that, because he's never really fought somebody
That's what I'm saying.
That would be able to not get as frustrated as people have in the past with slick fighters.
That different demeanor, Mikey Garcia is just that calm. Like older man.
Yeah, like an older man.
But that demeanor, like he said, that would be a very, very interesting fight. And like I said, all the movement versus not a lot of movement.
Somebody because when you watch Garcia, he's quick with his eyes to me. He's always that fighter that's always got his eyes on you, and he's always watching you, and he's watching your movement with the eyes. I feel like that's what gave Broner another loss. He was able to use his determination, which was higher than Broner's. Broner has a little bit more skill, but I told you, Garcia, he's just so well-rounded and consistent and focused. So that's the type of opponent Lomachenko needs. Somebody with size and somebody with focus that's not going to be worried about.
Mikey Garcia ain't going to quit.
Yeah, somebody that's not going to quit.
You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia ain't going to quit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So that's the one fight I feel like 2018 needs to happen between them. And
I mean, definitely 2018 that fight needs to happen, but the other two guys that could be the catalyst for that fight.
Okay, next one, Robert Easter Jr.
Yeah, like if Robert Easter Jr. Tank, if he was to beat them and then springboard him into Mikey, because the Mikey is too good to just give it to people. It's just too good to just give it right to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make them wait a little for it.
At least one of those guys, and if it's he blazes through him, then that fight, boom.
Shoot, though, going to Robert Easter Jr., though, that might derail it, man. I'm kind of...
Oh, might derail. Oh, yeah. I mean, but the thing about the derailment, it has to happen because that's good
That'll
too.
tell you where
that's good
at.
too. Yeah, exactly.
That'll tell you where he's
know what I'm saying? Because if you got derailed by this, you damn sure was going to get derailed by that. I mean, you can almost say that. You know what I mean? Not necessarily, but you can almost say that.
It would definitely put that fight off. It would definitely turn it off.
And then think about it like this too. That would catapult Easter to a star, and that would be a good look for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would take him to a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
with Robert Easter, like I said, the more and more you move up, you're gonna face different styles that's gonna give you trouble. Robert Easter, he's a tall, lanky, and fast. He's fast, and at the same time, doesn't overdo the movement. He's kind of patient too. So seeing Lomachenko in there like a tall, rangy type of guy, that's where your trouble is gonna come. It'll be like a Thomas Hearns type thing.
And even Mikey Garcia, Mikey is taller. They're the same height. Mikey ain't the short.
He's a little bit wider, but he's a little bit wider than Lomachenko. Right. So that type of size is, that's still trouble too. But Robert Easter, he just got that height and that reach that I feel like that would definitely be problems for him. He's kind of a slow starter, but when he turns it on, he gets busy in the later rounds.
Yeah, that's the thing, and each of those guys possess something that could give this guy trouble. I mean, even Tank with the power. He got power that most guys at 130 don't have because of his frame. Yeah. I mean, he's got this wide neck. He's got big short arms. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that long, and they're short. You know what I mean? Generating a lot of power or whatever. So each of these guys have things that would make interesting fights with Lomachenko. I mean, but I hate to base it like he's the common denominator. All these guys are in the mix.
Yeah, they're all
in there. You know what I'm
there.
saying?
Right.
They're all in the mix. Yeah. It's not Lomachenko, against these three guys. All of them in the mix. But
especially whenever Mikey held one of the 130 belts and 135 belts, and Easter had the other. Easter has a belt, and then Linares, he has a belt. Right. So they all three had belts. So Mikey Garcia was supposed to try to fight Linares, but that fight fell through. And then he tried to get an Easter fight, but that's not going to happen. So he's going to be fighting Sergey Lipinets now at 140.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if he gets past that fight, they do need to mix it up, man. Because Tank, like you were saying, Tank, he got that power, man, that can carry him through fights. And I feel like skill-wise, he's the lesser of those guys right now, which I would understand why Mayweather say, hey, let's kind of hold off for that fight. Right. But it would be interesting now just to see them getting there.
Because styles make fights. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, if you teach him too much of the basics again, let him go through that, will it affect what he can do now?
Right.
Or what he could have done? Because his unorthodox style now could give Lomachenko his first loss.
Could give him the business. And I mean, and the kid, he has power, that can change a fight. With one punch, he got power in both hands. You know what I'm saying? And then being the shorter guy. Okay, he used to being the bigger guy, but Tank is a little tank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a different look than the Rigondeaux fight. Even though Rigondeaux's a small, little, compact guy, you're not going to be muscling Tank around like that. No. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing, thinking of Tank right now is Tank is at that age, and he's got that attitude right now. Not exactly like Mike Tyson, but it's kind of like I don't give a,
it's going to be a dog fight.
Yeah. So it's kind of like if he did take the fight now, I feel like he would just kind of not over. He wouldn't show him too much respect, you know, like Rigondeaux did. He would bully him, you know.
I'm gonna tell you, being from Baltimore, he ain't gonna show him no respect. That's gonna be the thing. You need to, but that's just
at the same time. You just gotta be like, I'm going in there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if he ain't got that if he ain't got the same skill level, he gotta find another way.
Another way. Like I say, you make it a dog fight, you know, in close. I mean,
in close.
It could be in all three of those fights, and they're very, 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 very interesting.
The way we talking that up, I don't know, man. Tank might be ready for it, but you know, because like I said, they both got their different styles, and like I said, right now, Tank's style might be the one to win.
Yeah,
it
like
could
you
be.
Say, just having that young, you know, him and Easter, that young boy mentality, that you know, that invincible. It's more.
Like, I can walk through anything.
It's more in them than it is in you know, Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko. You know, these guys are confident, but these guys are young and they still, you know, just have that extra edge that these young kids have.
Once you think about it, the longer Tank waits, the better Lomachenko might get down the line, because you know he's already getting his experience now. He's already had so much experience, but he's just getting better and better. And of course, Tank, he can get better and better, but like I said, he might wind up getting a little bit, you know.
Yeah, that's true too, but then the longer he waits, the older Lomachenko gets too. He's 28 now, so it's both ways. But right now is the time, man. If you get in there and lose, you lost to a guy who's looked at as a top guy. You know, these guys that's the thing, man. Somebody has to lose. It's not going to be a night where both hands get raised. You know, and these guys, that's the fight game, man.
If these two fight, it ain't going to be no draw.
No,
it's not going to be no draw. And believe me, Lomachenko, he just got to understand, Tank ain't going to be no rigging now either.
Right.
He ain't gonna show him no respect, like you said, and he's gonna come to throw and land something.
Lomachenko don't mean a thing to him right now, and he might need to. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, and he might need to throw caution to the wind. Just knowing where he from, he ain't. It's
Yeah, and that's like I said, he needs to grow a little bit. I just mean skill wise, but he do need to keep that mentality, you know, where you just gotta show that
killer instinct,
and bull, and you know.
Yeah, you know.